Scanning just to give the idea of what's the status. There's nothing really major, but the procedure has to be done.
So would you say it's a scan that he's getting on a suspected broken jaw? Is that fair to say?
No, it's not a broken jaw.
Okay, what is it?
How can I, if we go to MRI, how can I know before MRI? Otherwise, it would be something to go.
Sometimes they'll say in the ring, hey, it's suspected, we're going to check out to confirm it, but it's suspected.
No, I told you this is nothing new. It's an old stuff he had a long time before.
Okay, so, but you think the rematch is probably on pace for October?
No, how to say, no doubt about it.
Wider argues Okay. Fifthly, Amor and Mobruk on tonight's win. What does this win mean for Usyk? And I also wanted to mention Arab News prior to the fight. We met lots of fans from Ukraine, and they mentioned that tonight would mean something very special for Ukraine. So I also want to know, what is your message for the Ukrainian fans that showed up tonight and the ones in Ukraine?
Yeah, this is a very sensitive issue for all Ukrainians. Usyk fought 3 fights after the Russian invasion started. I don't want to speak too much about what's going on. Everyone knows. The horrible war is taking place in Ukraine, and people are suffering. A lot of people are suffering. Usyk is the icon for new generations, for current generations. He is the icon, the example for children. Many people think he's one of the most recognized, well-recognized personalities in sports and out of sports in Ukraine, and probably one of the most respected. And this is well-deserved, because his achievements on sports, in sports, it's something that you can't find really often when you're watching encyclopedia, looking at encyclopedias, reading books, historic books. You don't find it really often. The guy, just to remind you, the guy has completed everything possible. European amateur champion. No, let me start with, he started boxing when he was 15. He became the champion, just national Ukrainian champion. Then he became the European champion, world amateur champion, Olympic amateur champion. Then he turned professional, and within just 10 bouts, he has beaten the record of Evander Holyfield. He has become the WBO cruiserweight champion. In several fights, he unified WBO and WBC, defeating British, and then he became the undisputed cruiserweight champion. For a normal athlete, it's time to stop, but not for Usyk. So he starts his journey in heavyweights. 1 fight, 2nd fight, no one believes, as always. Then Anthony Joshua. Odds are really low. No one trusts Usyk can do anything with a bigger, taller guy. He's too small, middleweight, whatever. He beats Anthony Joshua, which is a surprise for everyone. He beats him again in the rematch. It's not anymore a surprise. Okay, what's next? Undisputed. That's what's next. But it took us almost 3 years to make it happen. Everyone asked the question, why is it so complicated to put things together? Now you see, it's done, and it was not an easy walk. But thanks God, it's accomplished, and the guy has achieved the result that has never been achieved before. Gareth.
Alex,
Use the mic.
very briefly. Thank you. Alex, congratulations to your team and to Ukraine, Slavia Ukraine. Just 2 things really. When was the last time that Oleksandr went to hospital like this in this situation? And secondly, what did he say to you in the dressing room after the fight and to you and the team?
He said that he doesn't want to go to the hospital. He wants to come to the press conference and then to do all the things. But the doctor insisted he has to go. So he was saying like, come on, we need to go, we need to comply with all the obligations, blah, blah, blah. That's his, by the way, that's his favorite one. The doctor insists, so I have to be here on his behalf. Thanks God.
When was the last time he had to go to the hospital for a check? Which fight?
Which fight? You mean after the fight?
Yeah.
Every time he goes to the hospital to check, so it's not an exception. Normally he goes after the press conference.
Is he very feel?
Absolutely.
Go Dick.
Yeah, Alex, do you think this win cements Usyk's pound number one?
Well, allow me please not to answer this question, because pound for pound is something that you cannot measure. Pound for pound is something that people get together and define, okay, this man is pound for pound, but next Monday he's not pound for pound. He's the two-time undisputed champion. Cruiserweight and heavyweight. Is he pound for pound? Only God knows. He's definitely a Hall of Famer, that's what I can tell for sure.
As Talk Sports here, Alex, a few people have said that they felt that Tyson Fury won, they felt that Tyson got the earlier rounds. I just wanted to know, up until Usyk scored the knockdown on Tyson, how did you have the scorecards?
So I had Usyk first 3 rounds, then I probably gave fourth round to Tyson, and then it was really complicated to count because my fingers, normally I count like this, blue corner, red corner, but then you run out of fingers and you stop counting. So in general, mine was, as I told you, 7 rounds to Usyk and 5 rounds to Fury, minus 1 point for the knockdown.
Any other questions, guys? Oh, sorry. Do you want to pass it behind you?
And by the way, I really think the referee has stolen the KO victory for Usyk. He should have stopped the fight, and he should have jumped in. He should have given Usyk the chance to finish, and then the bell. So many small things, but it's not like it's not disrespect to the referee. It's just my humble opinion. No criticism.
Yeah, please.
Alex, can you tell us how Oleksandr was after the fight? What did he say to you? What was his feeling? Was he celebrating?
It's something personal. You know, we've gone through this journey together. So we started it back in 2013 after the Olympics. He spent some 9 months in World Series of Boxing, which is semi-professional, and then we signed the deal, just a normal deal, and I gave him a promise that he will become the world champion in 3 years. And Lord gave it to him 3 weeks before the expiration date. So he became the champion on September 16th to 17th on night in Poland. After that, we had ups and downs. It's very personal. And then at the end of the day, after going through all that, we find ourselves in the ring celebrating the victory with I don't know, can it be better? Can it be? Can it be?
Did Oleg, you saw at the end of the fight, Oleksandr, some people may have thought he would have the fight in the bag, but he was still trying to finish Fury. Was Oleksandr a bit disappointed that he couldn't get the KO or TKO?
Not at all. Not at all. How can you be disappointed when you are prized as the undisputed heavyweight champion? Whatever God gives you for the reason. Probably I will not take too much time of yours. I will probably join, if Usyk is still in the locker room, I will probably join him. Thank you very much for your
Alex, we've got
support.
one Ukrainian gentleman.
Oh, sure.
Олександре, вітання від спорт-арени, вітання від всієї України. Без питань, сьогодні просто дуже хотілося передати оцей прапор від прикордонників, які передали Сумської області. Хлопці зараз, я впевнений, що дивилися цей бій. І я впевнений, що ви передасте Олександру, коли він повернеться з лікарні.
Однозначно.
І оскільки він теж прикордонник, вони дуже хотіли це побачити, тому... in English, that's the flag from the guys who are right now at the border. Like it's a Sumy region, right next to Russia. And guys just wanted, they signed this flag a few days before the fight, and they wanted to give it to Oleksandr. And I'm sure Oleksandr will give it to him, and yeah, Alex will have it at home. Slava Ukraini! Glory to Ukraine!
Thanks very much, guys.
Guys, this is never too much to say thank you. And I want to thank Ukrainian soldiers who are now fighting for the freedom of our country. They are real heroes. Usyk is fighting because of them, because they give him this possibility. Guys, Slava Ukraini!
Ні, ну ти черкащанин і від легендарного комбата 13-го від Черкаського ТРО. Ми з тобою разом будували блокпости, Сань, ти пам'ятаєш цю історію, тому, будь ласка, передай також Олександру.
This one is also from the militaries, from the region where I was born and was brought up.